Hey, the newest death battle is Zuko vs Todoroki. I'm gonna do a review on it. The animation only. The animation. Not the analysis. Well, I do agree that Todoroki should win, so yeah. If you want my opinion, they are right. But I'm just gonna break down the animation and just tell what do I like, what do I don't like. I don't just break down scene by scene, I just skip to the parts which I want to talk about. So yeah. Let's get started. So, for the things I like about this. For one, some animation parts actually looks really good and some... Yeah, let's talk about it in a negative afterwards. And yeah, some parts actually looks really good in animation, like this one. It looks beautiful and it's pretty sure it's hand drawing, so yeah. And the second part I like about this animation is there's actually some tension in the situation. Yes, I know the Zuko will win in the beginning of the battle. There's no questions, but the animation actually tricks me for a while that actually Zuko may have a chance of winning. I mean, there is some good parts inside that even though you know who is going to win, but the animation is able to trick you for a while of thinking the other person have a chance. That is some good stuff right there.
I don't care how much power you have. I know who I am. I will win! Then I'll have to go beyond.
The part that I like is the ending. They at least try to give substance to the battle and just end with a character developed way to end the fight. And this is some good stuff because most of the time that battle just try to, oh my god, how to look cool instead of just like, hey, how to make the character better in the animation. That is something I applaud them and just give credit for them. At least they try to give substance in the battle and just end with a character development way. Even though my friend did tell me that Todoroki kind of ends the development in the season 2 or season 3. I didn't watch My Hero Academia, by the way. But the issue is they try. The word try. But it just falls flat, and I just tell you why. Well, because the setup is just too little. I'm gonna be honest here. In order for a character development way to end the battle, and they want to have an understanding of each other first. So they need some interaction and some conversation to each other. Of course, you don't have to just speed up over the head of it, so that would ruin the pacing. But you have to do way more than this, because this is the only interaction that I would show you. Because this is the only interaction in the animation that tells they have some sort of understanding and just have some conversation with each other about their past. And that is not enough. Let me just show you.
He's just like me.
Yeah, he's just like me. That's it. That's the only interaction. That's why it falls flat. And in order for a battle like that, they need some interaction, some understanding of each other. If that's the only understanding they have with each other, sorry, that's not enough. Far not enough already. And not helping is the scene so weird, and all they do is just like, oh my god, you have a burn face. Oh my god, you have a burn face. Oh my god, we shoot fire. That's it. That's it. So yeah. So we got a burn face. That's why you just like me. Dude, what? That's it? And there's also the issue with how the fight begins.
A villain? You'll pay for that. No way! I'm not the bad guy here.
Yeah, the fight begins with, you want to hurt me, so you must be the villain. Wow, what a wasted potential. Because at first the battle can't be just like, oh god, you're just gonna attack me, so I'm gonna attack you. You have, in order for a way to end like this, you want the character development way, an understanding of each other. First off, you have to start off with a bit understanding instead of just, you want to hurt me, so I want to kill you. That's just shallow. maybe you can just notice the scar in the beginning of the fight. I mean, it's so obvious, and then one of the characters want to ask what happened to you, and they just like shut up, and they just start the fight. I mean, that is some build up, and you can just pay it off afterwards. At least that's something. I mean, it's not too well written from what I said, but at least it's something than just you want to shoot fire at me, so I want to kill you. What? That is just cheap. Yeah, that is the main issue for me in the animation. It's you want to execute it in substance, but the setup is just so shallow and just so little. That is the issue with the animation for me. But of course, there are so many things that I want to talk about that I don't like. That is just the main part. So let's just talk about some minor issues with it. I'm gonna be honest here. At first, when I look at a sneak peek of the death battle, I thought it looks hideous. Yeah, it's just... I don't know why Zuko is actually sliding forward a bit at the first of the animation. It's just terrible. But of course, I did say that for the most part the animation looks fine, looks pretty good, but at first it's just... wow! It looks terrible.
What's the matter? Melting under pressure?
And yeah, that line. That's just cheesy and stupid. It's just so terribly written. I mean, even the voice acting doesn't help. I just don't buy it someone to say something like that. Especially, I know Zuko. I mean, yeah, he developed from a person who is like an arrogant, whining kid who just wants his daddy's honor to a mature person who rules the kingdom. And I just do not believe a second he would say something like that. And not helping that this line is super cheesy. I mean, the entire animation has most of the time it's just terrible lines. You just like me. I mean, I said it before, right? That line is also so stupid. There is the final criticism of the battle. I just feel so anticlimactic. I don't know why, because just Todoroki just beat him by shooting ice at him. You know what's the issue here? Because the entire fight they just try to shoot each other with fire and ice. That's it. I mean, Zuko does barely any hand-to-hand combat. I mean, all he does is just run towards him and just throw a punch. And that's it. That's the only hand-to-hand combat. Most of the time it's just shoot fire, shoot ice. And when the climax came, the final blow, it just feels so flat because I've seen that before. My question is just, wow, what? That's the way you end a battle? You just shoot him with an even stronger ice? Why don't you just do it before? And it just felt so cheap because of that. And yeah, those are all the thoughts of my animation of Death Battle. Death Battle animation, okay, I do think that is slightly better than last time because they at least try to add substance instead of just looking cool, blowing stuff up, but doesn't change the fact that how they execute it is just not good. I mean, I think that from what I assume, it's just some writer just write a bunch of paragraphs of how they interact with each other, but some people just say, no, he want to blow stuff up, so let's just cut most of the dialogue and interaction, just change to shooting fire at each other. It's just a waste of potential. It just becomes something generic. I mean, I give credit for them at least trying to add substance. At least try to just do a character development way to end a battle, which they have never done before. But how they execute it just falls flat. So, for this Death Battle animation, I'll give it a 5.5 out of 10.